Today I am showing you two incredible homes built by RTL Homes. And look, RTL, high-end finishes, great floor plans that really make sense. And most importantly, when you walk in, it just feels right. Feels like home. And we'll get into all that. But most importantly, I think the real winner is this right over here. This lot size, talk about elbow room. This is about half an acre over here. A lot of room to put a pool, do some gardening. But this over here is what I really want to show you. Look at that, views of the White Mountains, Lake Lowell being only 10 minutes away. Kind of hard to tell on camera, but the rolling hills over here, this is a winner. So if you're looking for a little bit more elbow room and tired of being on top of your neighbors, this is the community you're going to want to be in, Osprey Estates, South Nampa. And look, I'll be honest with you, if you're a first-time home buyer, this video is probably not for you. This is for those move-up buyers, people who are seeing a little bit of equity, have a good amount of down payment, and really want to upgrade in a huge way. And quite honestly, there's a particular builder in a very popular community up in the Boise foothills where you can get new construction, high quality finishes, a large lot like this, but you will be paying significantly more than if you bought down here in South Nampa. And quite honestly, in my personal opinion, it's a lot more peaceful out here. You're out here in the countryside, a lot of open space, views, again, in my opinion, a lot better than over there. So after watching this video, if you are interested in the two homes I show you, or you are interested in other luxury new construction homes with a little bit of elbow room, go ahead and give me a call and reach out to me. I would love to show you more of the homes that are available in this community, because quite honestly, that's what I like to do, is find homes and communities like this that aren't exactly the most popular, aren't on everyone's radar, and see if we can score you a good deal, and most importantly, an amazing place to call home, something like this. So without further ado, let's get into these houses and learn a little bit more about Osprey Estates. All right, this is home number one, the Washington by RTL Homes. Shout out to Tara Hudson over here with Homes of Idaho for letting me film this property. This is 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just under 2,800 square feet. And check this out, the garage alone, about 1,400 square feet, so half the size of the house. And most importantly, what we're gonna wanna get into is the backyard, half acre. Can't beat that. All right, let's get in here. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna be blown away by this one. There's like 3+ things I want to show you in this house that I think are absolutely amazing. Maybe more than that. I can't really keep count. There's a lot to love in this house. Right when you walk in, you got that wainscoting on the side, tall ceilings, nice chandelier. This home isn't staged, so you're hearing some echo in there, but because it's a large house, again, 2,800 square feet. I will go this way off to the left. And you got this office space right over here with the double doors, double glass doors at that. Enough privacy, but keeps the lighting in here, keeps it light, nice and bright. Outside, you got people walking their dogs. It's a really great neighborhood. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. I actually have some clients building here and I want to share you a little bit about their experience, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's get into this home a little bit more. You got a nice closet right over here. This one, linen closet, storage closet, mainly for the 2 bedrooms right off over here. Bedroom number 1. Nice and bright, with its own closet. I really like how it's a little walk-in closet versus, you know, just a sliding door. That's RTL Homes. They're gonna make your home feel extravagant. Right over here, got the towel linen closet and the shared bathroom for the 2 rooms. Again, with the individual mirrors, really nice fixtures, nice finishes. Love the cabinet color. And you got the flooring that matches with the backsplash of the tile in the shower. It goes all the way up top. And here is bedroom number 2. These are really good sized bedrooms. Honestly, if you put a queen, king in here, I mean, it'll fit. Still enough room. And you got a nice closet in there as well. So let's continue down this way. I think we're gonna go check out this garage space just because I think we'll save this for a little bit later. Well, let's go here first. Right here, you got half bath and a coat closet. Usually that coat closet comes right up in here and kind of takes that space, but they pushed it back, keeping this hallway nice, open and wide. Here's a different angle of it. Oh, I didn't even notice that up here. You got that light, that window right up there, giving lots of light that continues. Little sneak peek here to the back. Here's that coat closet for all your guests when they come in. And I really love how tall it is too. You got shelving. That's usually the top shelf of the shelving. But they went, just a little bit higher, and there's plenty of room up there. And the half bath. Nice accent wall in that half bath. Matching mirrors and vanities to the front bathroom. And down this hallway, gotta have that, like I say in every one of my video. Washer and dryer room, got the green cabinets. Green just always says washer and dryer room. I think that's just a common color. And let's get in here, because this is one point I'm super excited to show. This is the 1,400 square feet garage. So you got your 2-car garage door here, but you can really fit another car out over here in this section if you kind of angle it. You got windows that gives light into your garage. You have a separating wall, the little hallway here to your massive RV garage. And I love how they put the windows in here, again, bringing in natural light. So even if you don't have an RV or a boat or any of those big stuff, you can use this spot as a gym, extra woodworking place, anything like that. Use it for, I don't know, if you do business, crafts, anything like that, you can use it in here. And you have all this light, bring it in here. So it doesn't feel like you're in a cave working in here. You actually have some light. It feels like you're in an actual working spot. And we'll go out the back door here. If I can get this open. And here's a little teaser. Woo. We'll go out through the kitchen area to see all of that. Back into the house, and I'm gonna take you to the master. There's something really cool in there that I think you will like. So we'll actually go in through here. This door is the laundry room. This actually leads to the closet, which I want to highlight in this video because they did something really cool. So here's the closet to the master. Now you may be thinking, oh, a little tight, a little small. I just noticed they did that double top shelf up there. I really like that. Maximize storage space. Back to the topic on hand, you may be thinking this is a little small. Well, if you continue through, you got the second closet. So usually you have people fighting over this half is mine, that half is yours. No, you get to fight over whose closet is whose. And I think that's a good separation. And then you got your half bath. And let me turn around here and show you the full bath. Really bright in here. You have the windows, what's that called? Where it's cleared out, you can't see through, but lets enough light in to keep it bright in here. You got the glass shower with the half wall here. And of course, his and her sinks. Again, with the 2 mirrors, individual mirrors, nice finishes in here. Love the flooring. It looks really smooth, really clean. I think you're gonna like this bathroom. And we'll walk into the master. Above head fan, huge window overlooking this massive backyard and fields right behind it. And we'll get out there, but as you see over here, that's the winning view. And you got the barnyard door to the bathroom and the double doors into the master, really raising it, making it feel elegant in here. A little more high class, high tier. And now we'll jump into the living room, kitchen. You'll see how massive this place is. You're probably hearing some echoing because there's no staging in here, but this is massive. Tons of natural light. Check out this fireplace. This is amazing. I can imagine you putting a TV, even if you did like a 75-inch, it'd probably only go up to here and you still have this whole space up here. I don't know what you do with all this, just let it be bare and enjoy that open space. I love all the light that comes through here. Let's see, that way is east, west is down this way. So pretty much all day, especially if the sun is tilted towards the south, you're gonna get a lot of light that comes in here. I have the lights turned on in this house as I'm showing it, but honestly, you don't need it. You don't need to turn on any lights. You can get so much from all these windows. I mean, over here, even over here in the dining area, you have this massive window. Yeah, you got the house over there, but there's still enough space between you and the other house. A lot of light comes through. Love the chandelier and these overhangs right here. Nice cabinets, dual tones, white and the natural wood look. Here's your pantry. Have the outlets up here so you can put your coffee makers and all that good stuff here. Really nice porcelain sink. This is where your microwave is at. It's a lower microwave. Gas range, which I always get mixed reviews, gas or electric. And I really love how they did the hood. A lot of times it's a big clunky metal piece here, but they really matched it with the cabinets and even under here. So really like that. And of course, double ovens. Now we will step outside. We got a nice covered patio. I think covered patios is what Idaho is all about. I love it. And this view, I don't know if you can hear it, but you kind of hear the birds and the wildlife out here. And you got a great view of the Waihi Mountains out here. Again, the camera doesn't show it. Great view, nice and quiet. And the lake is just that way, not too far, maybe about 10 minutes. So walking over here to the side of the house, you got this gate that opens up right over here because this there's a lot of grass behind me. So if you're thinking you're gonna use a push mower, you're gonna have a long day ahead of you when you can just park inside your garage, or maybe if you get a shed back here, you can put your ride-on lawnmower, get back here and knock this out in 10, 20 minutes, finish that up. What I really love is you can do a lot back here. It's nice and open. In fact, when I was coming into the neighborhood to film this, I had contractors out there with pool inserts. People were putting pools back here, and not just like a little hot tub, they were putting a massive size pool back here. So there's a lot that you can do back here. Playground, do some gardening over here on the rocks or in the grass, whatever you want to do. One of the top 5 requests I always get when people are moving out here, they're always looking for a little bit of elbow room, a little bit of space, and this is plenty. Half an acre. I think a lot of times people say, oh, I want an acre, but when they see what a half acre is, they go, oh, that's actually a lot more than I need. So if you need a little bit of elbow room, this is definitely a community I would consider. If you need help locating a home or communities like this, it's kind of what I do. I like going to these communities that people don't really think of, ever heard of. A lot of times some of the more popular builders, quote unquote, get a lot of the attention up in different areas of the valley. They're great, fantastic, but I really like digging a little bit deeper and finding places like this. Super great opportunity. They're only in phase 1, and I'll tell you the truth, phase 2 is getting smaller. So if you're interested in this, go ahead and reach out. Here's my phone number. We're gonna go take a quick little walk around. I'm gonna show you the area. Let's take a look around and jump into house number 2. Now, Osprey Estates, South Nampa. If you're driving out this way, you're gonna be driving through the farmlands. You're gonna see cows, you're gonna see horses, and if you're coming from Kuna, you're gonna see the camels. It's great that you feel a little distance, a little further out. The part is you're only about 5-10 minutes away from necessities and all your big box needs. Osprey Estates is in their first phase, and they're breaking ground on their second phase. Now, I don't like rushing people, I don't like putting pressure on anyone, but if you are looking for more about half an acre size lot, phase 1 is where you're gonna wanna be, because phase 2, they start dropping it down to about a 1/4 acre. Kind of your opportunity is now to get in. I'm featuring RTL Homes great builder. Got other spec homes. I'm only showing you 2 of the spec homes that they have, but just know in this community, there are a handful of builders, maybe 5, 6 different builders. So you can buy a lot and do a custom home. In fact, just over this fence line over here is a home I'm under contract with my buyers who weren't actually gonna buy until the end of 2025, but they knew they wanted a half acre, and we saw an opportunity where we can get a custom built home on a half acre, the perfect lot. If they waited to the end of 2025, phase 1 might have all been sold out and they would have had to drop down to quarter acre in phase 2, which is still good size, but not what they wanted. Okay, I'm not gonna show you the inside, but this is the home my clients are under contract on. Story time, we were out here touring the home early on in the build process, and as we were standing out here, neighbor after neighbor after neighbor came out here to introduce themselves, share stories, exchange information, told my clients all about the events that they throw throughout the year. And it was great to really see a community being built, because having an amazing home, custom home, that's one thing, right? But having that and having a community to really surround yourself, especially when you're moving states across line, that's gold. If you're looking for that, this is a neighborhood you need to consider. And with that being said, if you are relocating to Idaho and you are not just looking for an amazing home, you are looking for a community, a place to really plant your roots, here's my phone number. Go ahead and give me a call. And what we do is we talk about what you really want. We go out and see some homes and really narrow down a location. And then we talk about strategy on how to find and win the right home. So go ahead, give me a call any day, time of the week. And home number 2, here we go. All right, home number 2, this is RTL Homes. Again, thank you to Tara Hudson for allowing me to film in here. I brought a guest with me, I have a lender, to talk a little bit more about the interest rates and financial side of things. Let's get in here and let's go meet Bill. And that over there is Bill. That's Bill Zimmerman. So,
as I walk out there,
we're gonna get in here, show you this home, and he's gonna give us a little more financial insight,
sure,
what it might cost to live here and what interest rates are doing, all that stuff that I don't really dabble into. I do things like find houses like this.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. We'll do some numbers.
Let's jump in. So, I don't remember the layout, but right off the bat, when you walk in, what do you think, Bill?
It's open. That's for sure. You got some space. It's nice.
I think what I really like is, correct me if I'm wrong, that way is west, that's east. So sunset, a lot of light should be coming in through here, right? A lot of light through there, through that massive window over there. We'll get to the kitchen a little later. I don't know what's this way. Let's jump down this way and we'll come back to the living room. Let's do that.
I think we're heading towards a master this way, actually, except for this one.
Nice little bedroom. Window to the front yard. I didn't even talk about the front. Let's talk about this really quick. Driveway, curved driveway into a 2-car garage. And as you saw on the other side, there is a 3rd RV garage over there. So, and let's jump over here to the master. Woo! Have you ever seen a layout like this?
Nice, yeah, well decorated for sure. But I like the nook idea here. Right?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. This is a little different.
Yeah.
A little different than we normally see. I do, again, like the windows. East sunset. Wait, I have my east and west mixed up, don't I?
I think you do. I'm thinking about that going, wait
Hold on a second. This is west.
Yeah.
So sunset happens on the west, right? I'm a little mixed up. Okay, so sunset, nonetheless, you're gonna have a lot of light coming through here. Good place to hang out and chill over here. But
nice open space though behind. Look at that big picture window right there.
Yeah,
I love that.
For sure. And the mountain range, Hawaii mountains, rolling hills kind of over there. And Lake Lowell is what, 5-10 minutes down the way over there. So a good distance from everything, even to grocery stores and all that. It's only about 10-minute drive out the way. So
good location.
Yeah. Here is the master bathroom. Now, I don't know if you've noticed this. Well, maybe not. You don't tour as many homes as I do.
I don't tour as many homes as you. So, yeah.
This is a new thing right here.
Having separate mirrors?
Having separate mirrors.
Rather than one solid mirror.
One solid mirror. What do you have in your house?
One solid.
I have one solid mirror.
Covers the whole wall. Yeah.
I don't even have a border around my mirror. I just have a mirror up there. I like this. And then, one person's always messing the other. you can really see who's messy or who's not.
Right.
Whoa! This master closet.
Yeah, you think it's a bedroom,
but
it's not a bedroom.
It's not a bedroom.
It's a closet.
And I don't even notice this. Like if you look above you here, you got shelving that goes all the way around, and this window space. Might have to clear that. A little frost.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you have a tendency to get dressed in your closet.
But I like it. It's not dark like most closet's.
No,
I do like it in here.
that is nice.
So let's jump back this way. Where is the shower? Walk-in shower with the mirror, not mirror, window in there. Good size, tiling all the way up to the top. I like this master. Different. I think that's what RTL always does. Whenever I walk in some of their homes, their houses are always just a little bit different.
I kind of like that couch space over there, in the master.
And back out here to the living room. Nice built-ins, fireplace. I mean, what more can you say, right?
I know. Nice. It's a good gathering place. I like this room because it has a tall peak in here, kind of an A-frame look. But it's not so open that you don't have a sense of togetherness, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more comfortable. It's not too huge and vacant feeling, so it's good. It's a good size.
I still like how they have the kitchen, not kitchen, dining area separate. I still like that being separate. I know a lot of people have like the dining room would be right here and kind of in the living room. I still like it a little bit separate, not too far out of the way or anything like that. Let's look at the winning piece. I'd say is this backyard. Is that enough space?
Yeah.
I think this is plenty of space. We were talking offline earlier. This is phase 1. And pretty much phase 1 has nothing but half-acre lots.
Yeah.
Phase 2 is jumping down to quarter acres. So, your opportunity for a half-acre lot right over here. And you got this walking path right back over here. And again, views of Hawaii. Is that how you pronounce it? Hawaii?
Yep.
Hawaii.
Yep, Hawaii.
Have you ever been
Hawaii
there?
Mountains? Yeah.
You've been there?
Yeah, my wife's from that area over there, Eastern Oregon.
Ah.
Where that's in. So yeah, she loves the Hawaiis. They call it the Hawaiis.
Do you know the history?
Not a lot. No,
I don't know either.
I'm from Minnesota originally, so no, not really. But
I've only ever seen them. I look at them, but I've never actually been there. But it looks great.
has to do with former Indian tribes. Sure.
Well, there you go.
That's what it is.
We're gonna cut from this part so it's not too loud. Are you a hang outdoor barbecue person?
Yeah, if you have a nice, it looks like you're plumbed here, aren't you? For
Yep,
natural
you
gas?
got the natural gas line. I am an avid griller. I wouldn't say expert, but
you enjoy it.
my outdoor grill is pretty much put in place right now, and I've been using it nonstop. So
Okay. So you've had a stationary situation, which you could do here easily, right?
Yep,
At this point.
easy.
Yeah, that's nice. Good sized patio.
Yeah, and let's jump into this kitchen. Dual tones, natural wood, green, custom cabinets. They got the nice open, what do you call that? Open cabinet windows for decoration up there that you never touch, but make the house look amazing.
There's a reason they're on the top.
Yeah.
So the kids can't touch it and put fingerprints
And
all
break things, right? And I'll walk around. It's been a while since I've been on camera like this because I usually do this alone. So, yeah. Double ovens, gas fire range. Did I tell you the story about how I almost burnt my house down recently?
No, I have not heard that story.
It's Mouse. Mouse went under my gas range, stored all my dog food that was, sitting over here, caught it on fire, almost burnt my house down.
Seriously?
But I still love gas fireplaces. I will never go electric.
Wow.
Are you an electric person or no?
We have an induction stove in our house. We really like it. It's pretty cool.
I hear good things about induction.
Really
I'm
nice.
a fire person though. So
We like gas though too.
let's go this way. I don't remember the layout exactly. Whoa, check this out. This is your pantry over here. Walk-through pantry versus kind of like a closet,
Kind of a butler's pantry or something.
Yeah.
I don't know is that what you call it? Butler's pantry?
Butler's pantry. I don't know.
I guess that would have a sink and such in there. If it's
Yeah. And again, dining area, I like that it's separate from the living area. I don't know, just chitter chatter, you know, kind of your own little space, but still part of the festivities of what's going on.
That kind of walks right into the main living room.
Yeah.
I'll try to catch the ceiling here. Cool.
Now, one thing I always do when I look at houses, my wife and I do this all the time, is we try to find the Christmas corner.
Okay.
And that's where the Christmas tree would go.
Okay, so what's the Christmas corner?
That's what I'm trying to determine here.
Let's figure this out.
I mean, I think it has to be over here, but I hate that it's blocking the cabinets. Part of me thinks it's like
maybe right there.
Right here.
Yeah? That's a good spot.
It's still wide enough where you can have a big tree.
Yeah.
So.
And plenty tall right there too.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's go venture down this way. And looks like we got the 2 other bedrooms. Good space, a lot of light. Sunset from the west over here.
The sun does set in the west, yes. We
and double doors.
Out.
I know my east and west. And double doors for the closet. So usually you get that single door or one of those slidings, but RTL keeps it a little elevated.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Double door.
And check out the bathroom. They do the dual tone, well, not dual tone, but matching the one in the kitchen over here. A lot of tile to the ceiling.
Right. All the way up to the ceiling, yeah. Nice touch with the, what is that, bronzed handles?
Bronze handles, looks good. And matching bedroom right over here.
Another double door to the closet there.
Yep.
Very nice.
And it's separate from the master bedroom, you know, kind of keep those separated spaces so your kids can do what they want, family can do what they want without you hearing it. And then where else we gotta go? Let's walk down this way.
Okay, we're going back through the pantry, backwards. Okay.
Here we go.
Ah,
Mudroom.
Mudroom.
I'd say
Nice.
it's a must in Idaho. I don't have one.
It's a must, but you don't have one.
It's a must, but I don't have one. And
you know what? Out here, you got half an acre that's backed up to some land that, you know, people playing in and get a little dirty. So yeah, it might be nice. I don't have one in my house though either, but I'm in the middle of a subdivision. So.
Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves though when I come in the house and it gets all wet, muddy, and now I have to mop and extra work and all that. So, laundry room.
My wife would love this. Look at those cupboards, countertop space, sink. Awesome.
Now, question for you. What do you use this sink for?
In a laundry room? To hand wash your clothes, of course. No, get a washboard in there. I don't know.
I've seen sinks in here. My parents' house have a sink in here. I don't, and I've never seen anyone use it.
That's a good question.
Comment section. What do you use this for? Because I have no idea.
Especially those of you that wash more clothes than Leo and I apparently do. So.
And what do we got in here? Storage place.
Oh yeah, okay. Nice. And double doors for...
Yeah. You want to lead them into the garage?
Sure.
What do we have in here?
Oh yeah. Got about a 50-foot ceiling going here. No, not quite that tall, but it's pretty tall.
It's pretty tall.
It's an RV space.
You got the double garage doors over here for your cars. Then you got the RV garage over here.
Sweet.
A lot of room. I'm not a toy person. I don't have boats, RVs, or anything like that. I got some clients who are building in the subdivision. They're not toy people either, but they're gonna turn theirs into a gym. So they're just gonna have all their equipment back here. We made sure to install outlets, and that's what they're gonna use it as. But
yeah, this is a sweet space.
Yeah.
You can fit a boat and an ATV in here.
Oh yeah.
Side by side, easy. Or a large RV.
Even if you're not an RV or toy person yet, but when you move over here, you might turn into one. So
that's the challenge.
I think this is cool too. Window in the garage keeps it nice and bright in here.
Yeah, just don't forget to clean it.
A dark room with, you know, dinky little light, you can't see too much.
We've got a window in our garage.
Yeah.
blinds on it. We forget to clean it. It's disgusting. Right? So you just got to remember to clean the thing because it's not in the house.
Clean your garage windows, people. Clean your garage windows. Swap over here. Now let's jump inside and let's talk some numbers. All right, let's do that. My head might be cut off, but here's the point. This house is $984,500. 4-bed, 2.5, 2,800 square feet. Huge RV garage. Again, west is this way. You're gonna get a lot of natural sunlight, sunset light that comes through. I think this house looks fantastic. Big question is, what are we looking at, like numbers wise?
Right, yeah, that's a good question. So I've been in the mortgage business for a long time, right? So I'm not gonna say how long, too long, but done numbers like this over and over and over again. $985,000 purchase price. We're not looking at a starter home here, right?
No.
You're generally not gonna have first-time home buyers in here. So this is a move-up property. Typically, you're gonna see at least 20% down on move-up properties, but in this price range where you're pushing $1 million, you're probably going to have people with even more equity than that from the sale of their other house or savings or a combination of both. Yeah. Probably 30% down is probably more realistic, wouldn't you think, for something
right in there. I've talked to a couple people in the neighborhood. They're all putting about 30% down. Again, this isn't necessarily a first-time home buyer area. This is definitely a move up. People have more money to put down. So everyone I've been talking to is about 35-ish, right in there.
So in this price range, that's about $300,000 roughly, right? Down payment. So you'd have a loan amount pushing $700,000, high $600,000s. If you factor in kind of a rough estimate of taxes and insurance and adding that into it on a 30-year fixed mortgage in the high sixes, you're looking at a payment roughly of about $5,000, $5,100 right in there with taxes and insurance included. Perfect. So it gives you an idea, right? Yeah. If that's something you can comfortably afford, great. If not, you have more to put down, you can do that as well and improve the price as you drop that loan amount.
Definitely. But if one of the top requests I get when people want to move out here is they want some elbow room, they want a little bit of space. I think that's what you get here, half acre. We're only in phase 1. There's only a few lots left. If something in your budget can fit properties like this, give Bill a call. His contact information should be popping up. Mine should be too. Give him a call, give me a call. We can get you in this home, we can get you pre-approved, see what it looks like, and get a better idea of our financial picture.
Yep. We've got a great process, a great system. I work with Summit Mortgage Corporation, and what we have that's really unique is a process that allows you to get fully approved on the front end so that any offer you make is accepted right away. And we work together, Leo and I, to make sure that your offers are streamlined, that as much of the finance contingencies as possible don't exist in the offer. And that makes it stronger. Wouldn't you agree?
Totally. I will say, I've worked with Bill. He and his team, fantastic. I think what I really like is when we're talking about making offers and winning the right house, we work together and we come up with this plan, a strategy that makes your offer win. So,
yeah. Anyway, great home. If you can afford about $5,000 a month in payment, roughly, this may be the place for you.
Let's do it. That's it. 2 homes, 1 amazing builder, half an acre each property with views for days. So if you decided that, hey, you know what, I need a little bit more elbow room, don't mind being out a little further out in the countryside, this community might just be for you. Now look, I moved people from the West Coast to the East Coast, from Alaska, heck, even all the way down from Mexico up here to Idaho. And as daunting as this process is, I've done it myself, I've done it multiple times, and this is a process I really, truly enjoy doing. Like I said before, I love helping people find communities that no one really talks about. So if you are looking to move to Idaho, or even if you're just considering the thought of moving up here, go ahead and give me a call. The worst that can happen is you giving up 5 minutes of your day, getting some free advice, and most importantly, not a single ounce of pressure. So please give me a quick phone call and let's have a little chat about getting you to Idaho.